We're going to plant some carrots today. I've also started some cucumber and pumpkin seeds. And then we're going to take a look at the garlic, which has gone ape crazy with this rain and a little bit of warm weather. We're making progress. So what I did was I took 2 cups of water and I put 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in, and I created a gel for my carrots. And so I have soaked my carrot seeds for probably 5 days now, and they're just beginning to open up their little tiny shells, and so I have to get them in the ground. This goop does 2 things. It helps you plant them easier. This is so much fun. And it also keeps them moist while they're germinating, because they're teeny tiny seeds. I don't know if you can see how teeny tiny they are. They're teeny tiny seeds about the size of a pencil lead, and they are easily dried out without any protection from the sun. Well, it is kind of a cloudy day today, and it is a little muddy out there, but this should be easy enough to do, and this is how we're going to do it. We created the gel, we put the seeds in the gel, we dumped it on the table, but that's okay. Now I have a little frosting bottle here. I cut the tip open a little bit wider than normal. Oh, it looks like there's seed from last year in there. Anyway, we are going to fill the squeeze bottle. Your kids would have a good time with this. Ooh, we don't want to fill. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's going over the edge there. I'm not having a very good day today with my product here. Okay, so we got a bottle full of gel. We've got the cover on the bottle. And I will meet you at the garden. GoPro, stop recording. Okay, everyone, it's really not the best day to be out here, but you know, we do have this gorgeous sandy soil. Oh. So, we also lost lots of whatever these are from the trees, and I'm sure they'll all start growing in my garden if I don't get them out of here. At least we're not digging them in. So I got a couple little trenches here. We'll try not to put too much soil over the top. Got my squeeze bottle here. Whoops, I better start in or I'll get yelled at. And I'm just gonna squeeze a row of carrot seeds. Well, every once in a while, a couple will get stuck in there and then they'll go, woo-wee doggies! Okay, so they're not the straightest in the world. We're just gonna put a little bit of soil over the top, and we're not gonna tamp it down because they're little tiny carrot seeds and they need to be able to come up. And they're just gonna put a little soil. There we go. There we go. And then we'll continue down the row, and I'll meet you over at the garlic. GoPro, stop recording. Oh, boy, here I am in my tunnel with my tunnel vision. And I'm glad that you could join me today. I showed you the little bit about the carrots earlier, and then in my absence I had lots of extra goop and carrot seed left. So I put a row in the high tunnel, and also planted some beets when I ran out of carrots, you know, so that's how that goes. Did a little hoeing on the lettuce and the Chinese cabbage, which I am so disappointed because apparently the flea beetles are out and they are eating my Chinese cabbage. And it's got all kinds of little holes in it, and I hope it survives for a little bit longer so it gets a little bigger and we can have some kind of tangy cabbage to mix with our lettuces when the lettuces are ready to pick. And I will let you know when that day comes. I wanted to show you this onion before we took a little garden tour. This onion right here came out of my cupboard. It's from last year. I've planted this year's onions. It's a Dakota Tears onions from Prairie Road Organic in Fullerton, North Dakota. And they are the best storage onions ever. You can buy the seed. You can go to Faulkner's on the Strip in Bismarck, Mandan, and buy the actual little plants, because I haven't had any luck growing them from seed, but I'm not giving up. So I am going to turn the camera around and we're going to take a little walking tour of the garden. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. First of all, we are in the large high tunnel. And the small high tunnel has yet to be planted. That's going to be all green beans. But I just put in some more little lettuce plants here because I just happened to find a few. But these are the ones that were planted a couple weeks ago. Ooh, look at that nice little booger there. And then of course I had my, oh, these guys are doing really well. I did a little hoeing here and we got the water hooked up, so we got some water. This is my favorite. Dwayne Bentz, my friend, showed me this salmon romaine lettuce, and isn't that just a beautiful color? So now, I don't mean to make you dizzy or anything, we're gonna go back down the row. The row's a little bumpy. Back down the row, and here's this Chinese cabbage, and if you look very, very closely, you can see how scarred it is from the flea beetles. Very disappointing, but I tasted it and it tastes pretty good. So anyhow, now we're gonna go out to the outdoor garden because that is where I have a whole bunches of stuff, and you will be so amazed at what that garlic has done, just because we've had a couple good rains, we've had a little beautiful warm weather. Oh look, this is my Mother's Day present. Yeah baby, a gorilla cart. I love it. If I ever pass out in the garden, someone's gonna need that cart to get me over to the car to get me to the hospital, right? Just joking. Look at this. Remember that tiny little garlic? Look at how beautiful it is. Yep, we got lots of garlic going here and there. Even the grass is green out there. And then of course I have some shallots here. I hope they're not too hard to see. They grow kind of like that, little fuzzy little onion looking things. Of course we can't see into the high tunnel here or to the low tunnel here because it's completely sealed off. He would love... Oh, looks like the stuff is still alive in there from what I can tell. Broccoli and Brussels sprouts. We had some, like I said, some wind, and there goes all the doggone seeds into my garden. But these are my Dakota tears right here. Planted a bunch of those. They're great little fresh onions, and they're really good, like I said, for storage. We put more onion sets there and more shallots. I found all of these shallots in the raised bed gardens, and rather than kill them, I just thought I'd give them a chance to live. Potatoes over there. Those are those 2 rows of carrots I just planted. And oh, look at how gorgeous green it is out here. It's super. Do you want to walk on over to the other gardens? I can show you what we got going on there, which isn't really too much. We're just gonna walk right on by the little tunnel. We'll walk right by the big tunnel, looking towards the little tunnel, which is way over there in the distance. I hope I'm not making you too dizzy here. Then of course in the greenhouse, I'm still working on a few things in here. We hung all our tools, neatened it up a little bit in here. Oh, and then look at my beautiful plants. I'm so excited. They want to go out in the garden so bad. So once we get that water situation straightened out, they are going in this weekend. Yeah, there's basil down there, lots of beautiful pepper plants, and wonderful tomatoes. Of course, I'll be snipping the tops off because, well, I just have to show you this. Every year I plant 1 week later than I did the year before, and I still can't keep these things from blooming. Look at that. Oh, wait, let me get around the corner here. Look at that, we got a bloom on that. And guess what? We have to take it off of there. We have to snip the whole top of this off because we want to root this in the ground first before it puts any energy into fruit. These are some mega marigolds here. So, that's it for today, guys. Welcome to my world.